It's another CALMtown clock in. This time is with somebody that's really well known to the town. I'm sure you may have seen this person around, and it's going to be good to hear what this person's got to say to us and how his lockdown's going. So, what's your name? Who are you? And where are you right now?
My name's Philip Pope. I'm the landlord of Flood Tavern in St Ives, and I'm here right now in my beer garden.
You finally get to enjoy it yourself, don't you, really?
I did actually think that. It's the first time I've been able to come out here, and I've been getting it all cleaned and ready, and it's the first time I've actually been able to relax and enjoy it, which is really nice. In 7 years, I've never had the chance.
Right. Yeah.
As much as I hate, obviously, what's going on, it's a little positive I can take from it.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're not just a landlord, you're a town councillor as well. Is it an ex-mayor or a former mayor?
A past mayor, we say, but yeah.
Yeah, past mayor.
Past mayor.
And yet also part of the CALMtown committee, you chair that for us. So you're an all-round great guy and love St Ives. So it's really good to hear. Oh yeah, I just got to keep you sweet. Got to keep you sweet. In this lockdown, it's a funny time for everybody, and especially for you as a business, local business, all sorts of things happening for you. But there are glimmers of hope within this. So I'm wondering, before we think about the rest of lockdown, what has been your lockdown highlight?
I mean, I've had a couple. I think for me, finding a routine and getting active again has been quite prominent. But my one kind of key would probably be yesterday evening when I went outside, barricaded off the path so no one came near me. First time I've been outside in about 3.5 weeks, and set up my sound system on the street. And because this road kind of, it's getting more claps, but hasn't quite hit a pinnacle yet.
Right.
So I just thought we'd remind people to come out and clap. So I played recorded clapping very loud in the hope that it would entice people out to their windows. And then we had a sing song and a little dance in the street to You'll Never Walk Alone, which is the song obviously played nationally for the NHS. So it was just really quite special to see people coming out on the streets with massive smiles on their faces, waving away and really getting in the moment. So really special.
Oh, that's great. And I've heard already from other people who are on the Broadway just how amazing that was. So credit to you, Phil, keeping everyone's spirits high. So they're saying that sort of one word that is good for us all to try and think about during lockdown is routine. What does your lockdown routine look like? Doesn't matter if it's not perfect.
I never had a routine. I struggled a little bit towards the beginning of lockdown because obviously being a publican, you go to bed very late, you wake up very late, or sometimes very early, depending on deliveries, etc. So the first couple of weeks were really hard. I was kind of finding myself falling asleep at kind of 6, 7 in the morning, sleeping until 12, getting up, doing meetings with the town council via Zoom and different things, and then going back to bed for a few hours and then not able to sleep again in the evening. I'm actually quite fortunate. This last week, I've kind of almost relaxed a bit into holiday mode, which I know sounds really bad because it isn't a holiday, but getting stuff done at the pub and wearing myself out in the day and falling asleep kind of 10, 11 at night. And each night I've had meetings, so kind of that 7 till 9 slot is taken. So I have to go in, get showered, get ready, do my meetings, and then by then I'm so tired that I get into bed, have a little read of Harry Potter, and I'm still trying to get through the books, and then fall asleep and wake up kind of 8 in the morning, which it's actually been really nice for me to get a routine at last. It's taken me 32 years, but finally I think I'm getting there.
Fantastic. Which Harry Potter book are you on at the minute?
Oh, I don't know the names of them. They've just found out that Voldemort is actually back, and everyone now knows and believes it. So I'm on the next book.
Right, okay. I've got no idea what that one is, so maybe someone can tell us what it is.
I think it's like book 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's good to hear that that's been a positive thing for you, that routine's helping get through the days, and it does look beautiful in your garden at the minute. You know, we're kind of enjoying the sunshine. What does your job look like now? Because pubs are closed.
mean, there kind of isn't one. I'm obviously, I had the calls from the brewery to say shut down your cellar, turn everything off, leave the barrels to sit there and rot, which isn't great, but what else can I do other than drink it? And I don't really want to drink it with this routine just getting in place. Yeah, I'm shutting down all the Coke machines and pulling it all through. And now I'm just focusing on the pub, really, just trying to get it ready for when we are eventually allowed to open, which I don't envisage being anytime soon. But the longer it is, the more jobs I can do, I suppose. And yeah, just trying to be productive with the day.
And I think there'll be a lot of people that will be knocking down your door once lockdown is over. There's going to be people that are going to want a beer garden. There's going to be folks that are going to want to just sit and drink together. Definitely. Yeah. So can't wait to come and see what it looks like, all spick and span. Yeah.
Oh well, you're always welcome. Yeah. Hopefully by then I might have painted some benches and stuff like that as well. We'll see.
Well, there you go. Watch this space. We'll clock in. We'll come and see what it looks like in a few weeks' time. It's been a tough time, both for you as a landlord, as a business, as a brewery, kind of thinking, oh, goodness me, sunny day. This would normally be a full pub garden. And lockdown's been hard for so many people, be it business or be it personally. So what has your lockdown teary moment been? Has there been a moment when it felt tough?
I'd say there's probably been two.
Right.
One, I've obviously started my isolation when the government recommended it rather than when they told people to. So when they announced that the pubs were closing, and I knew that I couldn't go down and shut the pub myself and say thank you to all the customers and everything. That was quite a hard moment. That realization that the pub was closing was quite a big hit. And then other than that, there was a period. So Mother's Day for me is always quite hard, and obviously Mother's Day came straight after this. So I unfortunately lost my mum when I was younger. And so that's always quite a difficult day, and a day when I like to be around family and different things. So kind of spending that day alone put me into a bit of a downward spiral, as it were. I stupidly decided to shave off my beard as well at the time, thinking I'd take it a little bit shorter, and the razor went a lot shorter than I planned. So the release I had with things like vlogs, I didn't have the self-confidence to make any more of those.
Right.
So I kind of just completely shut down for about 9 days, and really went into a bit of a the kind of the part where I was saying before, where I was awake all night, sleeping all day, just getting up when I had to for meetings, and I kind of I hit my wall then. But I think I always struggle a bit around Mother's Day, but other than that, I think I managed to pull myself back out of it and say, "Oi, you need to sort some stuff out. We don't know how long it's going to last. Make the most of it," kind of thing. So that's what I've decided to do.
Yeah, fantastic. So tell us a bit about your vlog. You've started a few things on Facebook as well, haven't you? Is that right?
Initially, I started a vlog because obviously no one else was in isolation, so I thought it was quite quirky, quite fun to tell people what it was like. But it's become a little bit less relevant because now obviously everyone's in isolation. So not fully, I suppose, but yeah, I kind of took a little bit of a break with it for the reasons I've said. But I'm thinking of maybe doing one every now and again, so to still keep kind of a diary of it, as it were, but to spread it out a bit so people don't feel like they have to watch me for 8 minutes every day.
Oh, that's no bad thing to do.
And then, I've started up a couple of groups on Facebook. So one is Isolation Singing Sensation, which was a group to try and encourage people to go online and give us a song and try and spread some cheer. But so far, I'm the only one who's posted, so maybe that one's not such a goer. But then the other one's Isolation Inspiration, which is a page to show people what's out there that they can do on the internet or in day-to-day life whilst being in isolation. There's loads of links on there to free theatre performances and musicals, operas, museums for tours of museums, teaching aids for kids, links for the At Home with Joe, the PE lessons,
Mhm.
and also one that I found really interesting was the 10-minute workout for OAPs
Yeah,
that Joe also done, which isn't kind of as known. So I
yeah,
think all those kind of little jewels that I could find, I've tried to put into one place so that people can
fantastic.
click on and go, oh, I'm bored today. What can I do? Oh, I'll go on a tour of the National Museum or something like that. So,
Yeah, oh, awesome, awesome. So maybe it's that your singing voice is so good, nobody else feels they can put anything on there. Maybe
I wouldn't
that's
go that far.
people are feeling intimidated. I don't know. So one thing's for sure is that this will be over at one point. That it will end, and we're all doing really well in lockdown to make sure it ends as soon as possible. So, what will be the first thing you do when all of this is over?
Well, it sounds a little bit. Mm, I think some people would probably expect that, I'd open the pub and that I'd go and try some of the foods that you haven't tried or anything. But for me, one of the hardest things of isolation, because I'm on my own, is
Mm,
not having physical contact.
yeah.
So I think the first thing I'll do is whoever wants me, whether it be um, my family, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, with my niece and my nephews, or whether it be one of my best friends, just go and give someone a cuddle and
Oh,
just
amazing.
have that human contact again. I'm a very cuddly person, so for me, it's a little bit strange to be all on your own and not have that physical contact. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
looking forward to giving someone a cuddle, really,
Right. Okay. So
and I'll probably
once,
burst out into tears.
yeah, lovely. So once this is over, are people all right to come in the floods and just give you a hug randomly coming off the street? Is that all
I mean, it
right?
happens anyway, but yeah, why not?
There you go. It's been so good to talk to you and to
And you.
hear what you're thinking. But is there anything that you want to say to the town, to St Ives? Anything you want to go as a
Just really keep safe, keep smiling, keep making the rest of the country proud of our efforts. And yeah, you're all doing a great job, and I can't wait until we can see each other again, and it won't be long.
no, it
Fingers
won't.
crossed.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Phil, it's been great to talk to you, to see the
And
blue
you,
sky in the
thank you so much.
background, and to hear what you're up to. Wait to come and buy a pint in your pub. Bro.
I
All
look
right.
forward to it.
All right. Take
Take
care.
care.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.